Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the advanced class on SEDA College Online Live. I'm teacher Lydia, and I'm so happy to be here with you today, as usual. I love to see you guys, and I love to be here in class with you, even if I can't see you. I love to know that we're connecting together, learning together, and I want you to remember that, as usual, we need to have a pen and paper ready for my class because we take notes and we do activities to get your brain moving and connecting with this new vocabulary and all this craziness that is English. So I want to thank you guys for coming to us, for joining us. I want to ask you if you've ever seen any of our other videos before. There's lots of videos in the archive now for our advanced live class. We started doing this back in March. So there's plenty for you to watch and see. I also want to invite you to check out everything we have on our amazing platform, sedacollegeonline.com. Okay? Check it out. See all the cool courses we have available, and maybe you're going to subscribe. And if you do, you're going to be unlocking the key to an amazing world of learning that we would love to have you be a part of. Also want to let you know we have a podcast on Spotify. It's called SEDA Talk. So check those things out. All right, time to get going. Let's do this. So in today's lesson, we're going to be talking about TV, movies, entertainment, watching TV series, watching movies, everything that kind of has to do with that. We're going to explore some new vocabulary, and we're going to read an article or bits of an article that will expose even more new vocabulary to us, and we'll talk about it in the real context, okay? So our agenda is what we have planned for today. So let's see what the plan is. Vocabulary and definitions of important words, talking about TV. Practice using new vocabulary, always give you opportunities to practice and do activities. And read bits of an article on this subject. Fantastic. Are you guys ready to rock and roll? Let's do this. All right, what's that? What? A TV, you say? Right you are, my friends. And even if you don't have a TV like this, you watch some form of entertainment that we call TV series or movies. And you probably do this. If you're anything like me, then you do this. Back in the old days, when I was a youngin', remembering back then, those times, I gotta remember back in my brain. But back in those days, when I was young, we used to have to wait till the next week to see another episode of the TV show we loved, and you'd sit down on the sofa with your family or your friends at a specific time, usually in the evening, to catch that show that was your favorite show on a certain night of the week. And you'd have to wait 1 week for the next one. And then if it came to summertime, well, you had 3 months where there was nothing. You had to wait till September, October for the TV seasons to start again. And at that point, you were just watching the same things over and over again, old episodes all summer long. So when we have the opportunity on streaming online to see a whole season, all 12 episodes, all 8 episodes, all 14 episodes, all 22 episodes, and they're all there in front of us, we sometimes feel the need to watch them all, one after the other. And that is called binge watching, my friends. So that pronunciation is binge. Binge watching. The title of the article is Binge Watching and Its Effects on Your Sleep. What is the relationship between binge watching TV series and sleep? Well, I think everybody, if they're really honest with themselves, knows that if they start binge watching something at night, usually they don't go to bed on time, or the time they wanted to go to bed, or go to sleep. So let's explore this a little further. The article says, to protect your sleep and your health, it's a good idea to keep it in check. Keep your binge watching in check. What does that mean? I'm going to say, in check, teacher. I don't understand that. Well, that means keep it under control. Keep it in balance. If you keep something in check, you've got control of this situation. It's not going crazy. It's not out of control. Okay, that's what it means. So if you want your sleep and your health to be good, then you need to keep your binge watching in check. The article was posted on January 18th of 2018. It's by Michael J. Bruce, or Brius, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, who is a PhD. And it's from the magazine online Psychology Today. So we want to think about this next question. How do you watch TV, and how did people watch it 10 years ago? Well, I talked about how I used to watch TV 10 years ago, which is probably how most people did. Think to yourself, is that how you watch TV? Is that how you watch TV series? Is that how you enjoy entertainment? Or are you possibly a binge watcher? If you're a binge watcher like me, and I do it sometimes too, how under control or how in check is your binge watching? Maybe that's something you want to pay attention to, especially in recent times. You know, there's been lots of opportunities to binge watch lately in the world, and we all need to think about how it's affecting our health. Maybe we should start, picking up a book, read a book or something. I'm trying to find a book around here. I have lots of books. Well, here's my Spanish book. Maybe you need to pick up a book and not expose your eyes to that blue light and do something like that before bed, and maybe your sleep will be better quality. Who knows? Let's explore this a little more closely. All right, so more vocabulary. Here on the side, we have a TV guide. When I was growing up, you always received the TV guide in the post or in the mail, and it told you the schedule or the timetable of all the things that are going to be on television. But we'd always go to a certain section for the times between 7 and 10 right away. And that's a special time. On demand. This vocabulary word, on demand, or phrase, means streaming. When movies or TV are available at any time to watch. So now we have lots of different on-demand services. Some people use Amazon Prime. Not Prime, is it? Is it Amazon TV? I forget what it's called. Amazon something. Some people use Netflix. Other people use Apple TV or Hulu or trying to think of other ones. Now TV. There's a lot of different options, right? And they all have different offerings. They don't all have the same thing. So it's becoming a situation where you have to have multiple subscriptions. It's not fun and cheap and easy online anymore like it used to be maybe a few years ago. It's a whole new ball game out there. Things are changing. Interesting, huh? So that's on demand. We have lots of different on-demand options, and even on a traditional television, there are on-demand options now. If you missed a program, you can go back and see it again anytime you want. It's on demand. It's when you want it, when you demand it. Prime time. This is the time that we always used to check in our TV guide. Hours between 6 or 7 and 10. This is the best time. You want to think of prime time as the best time. The prime time. Prime meaning best, because this is the time for the television companies and studios when most people are watching TV, traditionally. So they would only put the programs on that they think are going to be big viewers. They put a television program on during primetime hours and it doesn't get very many viewers. Well, it might just be canceled. Canceled. Yep. Sometimes you'd start watching a TV show back when I was young, and it'd be really great and you'd really like it, but for whatever reason, maybe it was put in the wrong time slot, the wrong day, didn't get a lot of viewers, and it would get canceled. And that would be really disappointing. Okay, credits. The credits are usually at the end of the program, sometimes in the beginning, and they give credit or give recognition or respect to the people involved with making the TV series or film. They're like a list with the job of the person and their name, or the character name and the actor's name. All of that good kind of stuff, all that important information. Alrighty. Okay, so you know what time it is. You've learned these new words, and if you don't use them, you will lose them. So I'm going to ask you to write 3 new sentences using those 3 new vocabulary words. Excuse me, I will put 3 minutes on the clock. And we will go from there. 3 minutes. Starting now. And I'll get us some music. Classical essentials. Oh, no, that is not classical essentials. All right. So guys, remember, this is your, whoa, that's creepy. I'm going to change that. This is your daily reminder, your daily moment of calm and zen. You are here, you're studying English, you're doing something to expand your mind and better yourself. You are awesome, you are incredible, and you are a good, wonderful person, okay? Believe in yourself. Be proud of yourself, because guess what? If you don't believe in you, nobody else will, okay? I believe in you. I believe you can do this. And I believe you can believe in you. And I'm giving all these good vibes and this good energy right back to you guys, okay? You can do this. I'm here for you. We may not be in the same physical room, but we are in the same virtual classroom. And I give you all my good energy and wish you all the best. One minute and 10 seconds left. As usual, if you're watching us live, I'll check your sentences in the comments section. If you're doing it on your own at home, you can use some kind of online grammar corrector or something and double check yourself, okay? You got this. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Let's move it on. All right. Here are some examples that I provided for you to double check. Now that we have on demand, we don't have to worry about missing any primetime TV shows. So if our favorite show is on in prime time or any time during the day, and we happen to miss it, not a problem, because we have on demand and we can just go through the menu, select it, and watch it anytime we want. Most people leave the cinema once the credits roll after the film, but I like to stay and see the location where the film was made. That's usually all the way at the end of the credits. That's a true statement, And I have been left alone in the cinema because my friends or somebody left without me because they didn't want to wait. True statement. I don't blame them. They don't want to wait around, but I don't want to wait around out in front of the cinema with all the gross people going to the bathroom and everything. I don't know. I'd rather stay in the room and watch all the credits and then leave when everyone's gone. It's like a magic thing where the cinema's just for me. Happy times. All right. Next group of TV movie vocabulary. What do we see here? That's right, it's popcorn. And in English, we never make it plural. So it's not popcorns, it's popcorn. One piece of popcorn, one box of popcorn. These are tickets, right? Movie tickets, movie night. So our next vocabulary word is rerun. And that means to run again. And in this case, it's not physical run, but like show or play. And that's when, this should be W-H-E-N, they, like the TV channels, show something again anytime after the first original time it was shown. Okay, so when it first premieres, that's the premiere, and then after that, anytime it's shown is a rerun. So when I was talking about growing up in the summertime, when there was no new television on, what did they do all summer? They would show reruns of the most popular TV shows. So before On Demand, if you missed an episode, you had to wait all the way until the summer to see it in reruns. Some people say, oh my God, that's awful. You must have suffered. We didn't. That's just the way it was, and we all accepted it. Maybe it was better. I don't know. Because binge watching actually isn't very good for us. But anyway, we can't go back in time. We're not Michael J. Fox. We're not Back to the Future, are we? I wish we were. But maybe wishes are not what they seem. So accepting reality is probably the best thing for me to do. All right. Our next word is actually two words. Zap and flick. This means when you rapidly or quickly change channels with the remote control. Where I come from, in Massachusetts, we don't call it a remote control very often. We call it a clicker. Because the sound it used to make was click, 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 click. And when you change channels quickly, you flick through the channels. Okay? Usually, it's during the break when you see the advertisements. That's when people would flick. They hate watching ads, right? That's why we all love binge watching, because there's no ads. To air. To show or broadcast something on radio or TV. So you could say, Netflix is airing, or you could say, Channel 4 is airing, whatever, okay? Great. So you guys know what time it is now. It's your turn. 3 minutes on the clock, my friends. You got this. Take these 3 new words and use them in your own original sentence. Show you the words again. Actually, 4. We've got rerun, zap or flick, and air. It's a verb, to air in this case. We also use the verb to air like when people want to talk about in public, complaints or problems that they have. That means air your grievances. You could air your grievances in public. So to air is a verb that can be used in a couple of different ways. Also with clothing. Maybe when it's wet, you put it outside to dry, but if you have a rug or some clothes or whatever that are not dirty, you just want to get them freshened up, you can hang them outside or put them near a window to air. Great. I used to love to watch reruns of old TV shows from like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. especially with my grandfather. At nights in the summer, we would watch old TV shows like MASH, and we would watch old war movies and stuff, John Wayne films. We used to love watching those things together with my brother and my grandpa. Television can be very nostalgic, can't it? A lot of people have memories of when or who they were with or what they were doing when they saw certain programs or movies. Okay, we've got another minute, guys. You're doing great. Take your time to write a brand new sentence with as many of these words as possible. Okay. That was a lemon pip, the seed from the lemon. I did squeeze a lemon in my water, and the pip got squeezed in there too. Okay, 30 seconds. Everyone is doing fabulous. We had kind of a long lesson yesterday, so today I'm trying to keep it to about 30 minutes-ish. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So, let's look at some options for answers. Staying home and watching reruns was one of my favorite things to do when I got sick as a child. So if I was sick and I couldn't go to school, I felt so lucky if I got to stay home and watch reruns on TV and snuggle up on the sofa. There is a new show airing tonight that I'm really excited to see. It's about serial killers. Yeah, if there's a new show about serial killers, I probably will be excited to see it. All right, more TV movie vocabulary. You can see over here ad, like an advertisement on the television. This part of the TV are called the antenna. And I had a TV growing up with antenna. We had a very simple television. It was black and white, actually. And so some of my earliest memories are watching TV on that portable black and white TV. Subscriber. A subscriber is like a member. And this should say they. They pay monthly, weekly, or yearly to receive content or entertainment. So they pay once a month, once a week, once a year to receive content or entertainment. Sometimes it's free. Like you can subscribe to videos on YouTube, right? And you don't pay anything for that. But maybe if you go to the website of the content creator, or you go to, again, Netflix or Amazon or whatever, you need to subscribe. You need to pay for membership to receive the content or entertainment. Subscribing is a great thing, but it comes to a point where I think I was saying earlier, where you feel like you have so many subscriptions because you want access to different content, and it's not all in one place. So it's getting to be a little bit crazy. What do you think, guys? Definitely think so. All right, so I've given you the examples here to inspire you before you go to write your own sentences this time. We have just reached 100 subscribers, which is a milestone for us. A milestone is a really important point where you kind of can see progress, a progress point. So we have just reached 100 subscribers, which is a milestone for us. So if you have your own YouTube channel, that's usually a big deal. Commercials. Advertisements on TV or radio. So we usually say in the US commercials. We don't say adverts or advertisements as much. We'd say that, oh, there's all those commercials on TV. They're so annoying. As children, we were often enticed or seduced or attracted by the toy and food commercials we saw during our favorite cartoons. So, for this example, I'm reaching back into my memory of Saturday mornings when they used to play all the Bugs Bunny cartoons. And there were always adverts or commercials in the breaks showing some kind of doll or toy or video game or action figure or something that kids really wanted, and cereal with all kinds of sugary ingredients. All right, guys, as usual, it's your turn. Use the words from the previous sentences, choose one, and write one new original sentence. I'm going to give you 1 minute. You got this. Go. You guys are doing great. You're really doing great, guys. 25 seconds. Try to push yourself. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just try, and you can learn from your mistakes. 10 seconds. Okay, that's it. Great job. Good work. Let's move on. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do your own thinking. We have a picture here about living healthy. What is one of the most important elements in maintaining good health? If you want to stay healthy and fit, what is an important thing that you must do? One of the most important elements in maintaining good health. What do you think? Give you a second to think about it. You can see lots of things in this picture here, but I mean, what do you think? I was surprised because I actually didn't see it in the picture. We see lots of fruit, vegetables, weights, exercise equipment, dumbbell, water, someone running. But we don't see what the most important thing is. Well, it's probably not the most important, but it's definitely one of the most important. It's very important. Sleep. Sleep is super important. Okay? So let's read more about this. This is referring back to the article that we explored in the beginning. Gave you the title and the name of the author, and it comes from Psychology Today from 2018. And I want to ask you, do you know what these new vocabulary words mean? I'm going to read this excerpt or these excerpts from the article, and there's new vocabulary words in context. I'm going to give you a minute or two to think about what you think they mean, and then I'll go through the meanings with you. Okay. I like a good binge watching session, period of time, as much as anyone. Not long ago, I blew through all 96 episodes of Entourage in about 2 weeks. According to a recent survey, 70% of Americans are binge watchers. With technology, including streaming services and on-demand content transforming the way we consume media, it's important to ask, what effects does all this binge viewing have on the soundness of our sleep? Scientists investigated, and they found strong links between binge watching and sleep problems. Slightly more than 80% of participants considered themselves binge watchers, And among those, slightly more than 20% had binge watched and at least a few times a week over the past month. Among people identified as poor sleepers, about 1 in 3 experienced poor sleep quality linked to binge watching. Binge watching was linked to insomnia symptoms, fatigue, and poor sleep quality. Okay, what do these words mean? I'm going to give you 3 minutes to try to find synonyms or explain a similar word you think matches as many of these words as possible, okay? So just go through, put whatever answers you can, and then we'll go through them all together. Put the music on. Give you 3 minutes. Go. Blew through. Give you a clue. This is the past of blow. Binge watchers, we kind of know that. Soundness. Soundness. Participants. Slightly. Poor sleepers. So poor is an adjective here. Linked to. What do you think? And if there's any other words in there that you're unsure of, write them in the comments. Let me know. I'll help you out. You've got this, guys. This is it. This is the home stretch, our last activity. You can do it. You got it. Alrighty, we're getting close. You're so close. You're so close. We're almost there. All right, 20 seconds. Can't wait to see what kind of answers you come up with. I bet you guys are way smarter than you think. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. So blew through means you went through something really quickly. So if you blew through a stop sign, that means you didn't stop at the stop sign, you just kept going. Blow through, go through something really quickly. Binge watching, we know, is watching many in a series, many episodes in a series in succession without breaking, really. Soundness of sleep is the quality of the sleep. We think of sleeping when you don't make a sound and you're quiet and you're still, that you're in like a really deep sleep. So the soundness of your sleep is the quality of your sleep. Participants are the people involved, the people participating In the study, slightly more than 80% of participants considered themselves binge watchers. And among those, so in that group of 80%, slightly more than 20% had binge watched at least a few times a week over the past month. Among people identified as poor sleepers, so poor here means the quality of sleep, so they don't get good quality sleep, they're poor sleepers. Experience poor sleep quality linked to or connected to binge watching. Insomnia is when you constantly can't sleep. Fatigue is extreme tiredness and poor sleep quality. So guys, binge watching is fun, but we need to keep it in check, balance it out, be careful, because sleep is so important for our health, and we need to make sure that if we want to go to bed early because we aren't feeling good today, we go to bed early. Press stop. You can watch that episode tomorrow. If it's available anytime, it's not just available now, it'll be available tomorrow too. So don't worry, it's okay. You don't have to watch it all now. Thank you guys so much for being here and being part of our amazing SEDA College Online live membership and all of our virtual classrooms. We really appreciate you. Thanks for studying with us. I'm Teacher Lydia. Peace out.